CAO Arcana Thunder Smoke. Right? Alright, so I'm trying to learn how to edit. I'm trying to learn how to do the fancy stuff. I got the fancy lights. I figured out how to do lightning, thunder, smoke, right? And the thunder rolls. But that light is going to drive me up a wall. So we have done the cuteness. We will shut that off. We will shut this on. And we will get to smoke. Oh, that's much better. I don't look better, but I look better at it. But look at this thing. You can Arcana that way. Arcana that way. You can't tell if it's Arcana or Argoing. Oh, boy, it's not good. But this thing is neat. The CAO, it's got that band in the back. Look, it's all chewed up like somebody done nommed on it. Like it's just, right? But it's pretty cool. That's pretty awesome. But how's the smoke? And here's the key about this, right? And I got it written. I got it on the computer over there because it's got lots of funky words. And because the lighting is funky, I can't really see as well where my notes are. Yeah, I got notes. Where my notes are. So I decided to leave it up on the screen. So let me cut on this thing. Let me fire up this thing, and we'll talk about this thing because it's pretty impressive, at least on paper. Now, until we put fire to it and start puffing on it, we're not going to know. But it's pretty cool. Looks good in your humidor, right? Looks good in Facebook pictures, right? Instagram pictures, social media pictures, right? But this is the Thunder Smoke Honduran Olancho San Agustin wrapper. Mexican San Andreas binder, so we're getting some heavy right there in the beginning. The filler, here's the thing. This is the kicker, right? First time CEOs ever used this country's filler. South African, Zimbabwean, I'm glad that I said that right, and Cameroon. All right. Now, it's got tasting notes, but I got tasting notes, right? Don't trust anybody's tasting notes. Don't even trust mine. Trust yours, because if it doesn't taste the way you think it tastes, then I'm wrong for you. I'm right for me, but I'm wrong for you. And yeah, the tasting notes is going to put you in the ballpark. But until you taste it, you don't know. Let's toast this thing up real good. Let's toast this up real good. Get a little bit of heat. Get a little bit of puffing. I think this is the third in this series of the Arcana series. But I'm really interested to try this cigar. Right, Zimbabwean. I've had Cameroon. That was my first. When I started smoking, I really was chasing Cameroon because Mexican San Andreas wasn't out there that much, and I really liked the toothiness, and I like the flavors of the Cameroon. I really like that toothiness, some little white spots in the ash. I really, really dig that. True. It's a big stick, right? 6 inches right there, right? Doesn't say, does it? 6.5 by 52. So, let's look at it. For the third release in the Arcana series, we went to the Cradle of Civilization to source a cigar that is the first of its kind for CAO. Thunder Smoke is blended with tobacco grown in the shadow of Africa's Victoria Falls. The local Sotho name that translates to the smoke that thunders. All right, so I like when things come together, and it makes sense. They put some work into it. How do I pull that band? Oh, there it is. All right, that's not that bad. That's not that bad. I was worried. That one's easy. This one. All right. All right. See, you got them bands on point right now. That's pretty cool. That's cool. Yeah, I like it. I don't know why I put it in my face like that, but let's get into the smoke because the construction's great. Look at how pretty that is. That's gorgeous. Nice and dark and oily. Tiny veins, capillary veins, seamless seams. That cap is nice. It's wrapped around like a mountain road. I mean, there's a lot of turns on that thing. All right. All right. Full. I need a little more puffing. Oh, this is one of them hard ones. This is one of them difficult ones to review. There are some cigars that when you take the first couple puffs, unless it transitions, you kind of got it in your head. You kind of know what you're doing. I'm just gonna give you a back behind the scenes on doing cigar reviews, at least the way I do it. If you ever review cigars, don't do it like me. Do it good. But in my process, I can usually pull the flavors and kind of dial them in as I'm going back. But this one has a lot of subtleties. The flavors. First of all, the flavors all make sense. What I mean by that, they marry together well. Like you wouldn't want pistachios in chicken soup. You wouldn't want pieces of chocolate in lasagna. It doesn't make sense. Um, you want gravy on anything because that's good. But there's a depth to it. There's a leather to it. There's a an experience of the flavors kind of waft over your tongue. They're full. They are full. They're meaty. They're chewy. They're beefy. There's a meaty quality to it. Now that I'm saying that, um, I'm not pulling up any chocolate or cocoa or espresso. Maybe a little bit of raisins. Maybe a little bit of woodsiness. But it's a dark. There's a depth. There's a unctuousness. There's a stillness. This is very, very nice. All right, this surprises me. I looked at the wrapper, right? Big old fancy wrapper, and I was like, is this going to be a hype cigar? Is this going to be a. Looks really good on the wrapper. Really looks good on the band. Story's pretty cool. But did they do that because the blend is. They want to make sure they had a good story so that you'd get the cigar. And you fall in love with the story and in return fall in love with the cigar. And that happens sometimes from different manufacturers. But this is actually a blend that was thought out. It was a blend that was, I would say, worked on pretty good because the flavors all hit. They're all balanced. They're all smooth, but they're full. They give you a great finish. I don't want to drink anything. I actually enjoy the taste between the puffs. I don't know if it's that what I call it. Where did it go? That Honduran Olancho San Agustin or that South African Zimbabwean Cameroon. I don't know. Mexican San Andreas. I'm not pulling the spiciness up off of it. So it's not that's not the signature in it. It's this smoothness. I really dig it. I do. I would buy the first one for the band, especially with it being near Halloween, because that looks kind of spooky. It looks kind of Halloweenish. It does to me. It's got that gothic, dark vibe to it. I'd buy it for that just to take pictures of it, because if you don't put it on social media, did it really happen? Yes, it did. But sometimes society dictates that it doesn't. But poop on society. But I'd buy the first one for the band, but the second one I would buy for the flavor. Um, I'm very impressed with the flavor. I am sad right now that when I got the 5 pack of cigars, I gave Chief half. I might have to go over there and sneak them out or trade him something for him because this is something I would. I'm hesitating because what I'm about to say, I got to make sure that is right. If this smokes back all the way like this will make my list for this year. Yeah. If this smokes back like this, it's probably going to get a little bit more intense because cigars do as you go back. But the flavors don't flip-flop. If the burn is good, the construction's well, the draw stays the way the draw is. It's nice and snug, but it's not tight. I could see this being in my list for this year. Which, so what? The only list that's important is your list. But I know people like lists. People like to see what other people like, and they like to agree or disagree. So we put out the list for that. But for me, as Bob the Cigar Smoker, I'm digging it. I'm digging it more than I thought I would. I am. This does not have that CEO signature. This is a matured signature on a CEO. And I like CAO. A number of CAO cigars I enjoy to smoke. But this is more refined. This is more elegant, while still maintaining its ruggedness and its CAO DNA. I'm digging it. That's the truth. So I'm going to work this down. I really need to think about this. This is something. As of right now, I like the band, but the best part about this, the least part about this cigar is the band, because the band is cool, but I don't smoke the band. This cigar is nice. I got 2 more. I'll probably have them smoked by the end of the week. Be the truth. And that ash, look at that. That's gorgeous. All right, I'm going to go. I'll see you later. Man, that's good stuff. Later, Tater.